Some residents are spending their time riding out with police to serve an important purpose.
Were you in the car when it happened?
They really feel relaxed when they see me and they can talk to me at the same time as the officer.
See what these volunteers are doing and learn about the difference it can make.
They always ask, like, how old are you? And they're like, wow, I can't believe that you can do this. I'm like,
Meet some high school students trained to prepare income taxes and find out where they are helping residents for free.
Just completely smash your head to the wall with fun music and lights and everything.
The loud sounds and colorful sights of Electrofest. We are at an amped-up event that is a first for the convention center. Plus the new tribute for a special local couple, the new store giving students valuable business experience, and the life-saving message on new signs around Irving. This is City Source. Bilingual Irving residents are finding an important way to help Irving Police. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. The residents are volunteering to translate for police officers. We got to see the program in action.
Okay.
Ruben Martinez is ready to ride out with Irving Police. He's a volunteer here to serve an important purpose.
I just translate whatever the officer needs.
It's called our Translator Ride-Along program.
That means he is along for whatever officers encounter.
One time we had this stolen vehicle and we were in pursuit. So that's exciting, right?
But before we get to this night's calls, let's go back to how his involvement started. Back in 2013, Martinez joined Irving's Citizen Police Academy, which offers sessions in Spanish.
It is an academy that we have put together for the citizens of Irving to make them more familiar with the Irving Police Department.
Martinez really liked the classes. Over 12 weeks, he got to drive a police car, train with firearms, and try on SWAT gear.
And it's heavy, it's like 200 pounds.
The classes ended, but his enthusiasm did not. It was actually the rekindling of an interest he had in his native Mexico.
And when I was younger, I wanted to be a police officer there. As you know, being a police officer in Mexico is not the same as here. It is really dangerous.
A little bit of everything.
Yep.
Here in Irving, he feels a lot safer. Each night he volunteers, he goes to the officer's briefing to learn about any pressing issues.
And then everybody goes out.
A lot of nights can be slow. This time around, he is with an officer called to investigate the aftermath of a car crash.
Does your neighbor have a license plate or anything like that?
Not all our officers are fluent or bilingual, so these translators really are a big service to us because they bridge that gap between the officer and the victim at a crime scene.
Martinez enjoys helping officers, but also the way he can help his fellow Spanish speakers. He sees the difference it can make.
They really feel relaxed when they see me and they can talk to me at the same time as the officer. I think they help them to get some trust to the officer.
Were you in the car when it happened?
Irving Police say there is actually high interest in volunteering to translate, but it takes special skills.
There's a lot of folks that would want to get involved into that program, but one of the things that I really stress to the students of my Spanish class is that you have to be fluent in English and Spanish, because when you're at a crime scene and you are translating sensitive, important material, there's no room for error.
Martinez volunteers on Friday nights after already working all week at his full-time job.
I stay until 2, 3 in the morning, yeah. No, depends. I stay until 7 sometimes.
For him, even the slow nights are interesting.
Every time that they use a different code, I'm like, what was that?
And he is happy to make a difference in the diverse city he calls home.
There's a lot of people that they really don't speak any English, and that's when, my help is much appreciated.
Now, as we mentioned, the first step is going through the Citizen Police Academy. Classes are offered in both English and Spanish. Find out more at cityofirving.org/police. If you're thinking about signing up, keep in mind that classes do fill up quickly. New numbers from the AAA Foundation for Traffic Safety offer some surprising insights into driving habits. It says 87% of drivers engaged in risky behaviors over the past month. They include driving while distracted, drunk, drowsy, and more. Getting more specific, 13% report driving when they believe they may have had too much to drink. and the number approaches half of all drivers when you talk about those reading texts or emails behind the wheel. And that last stat there, the one about texting and driving, is part of the reason behind some new signs being installed throughout Irving.
This puts the reflective sheeting onto the aluminum.
This is a look inside Irving's sign shop. The team here stays busy making just about every sign you see on local streets.
This is our Flexi Sign software that we use for designing signs.
It's an interesting process to watch. And as it moves forward, the message for this latest project becomes more clear. These signs are part of a push to stop texting and driving. It's a message that has a lot of support.
Texting while driving is extremely dangerous. In fact, it is the one activity that is a true triple threat. It is a visual threat because it takes your eyes off of the road. It is a manual threat because it takes your hands off of the steering wheel. And it's a cognitive threat because it takes your mind off of what should be the most important task at hand, which is focusing on the road ahead. You will take with you today.
AAA Texas holds educational events to spread the message about texting and other dangers on the roads. It's one of the group's top issues.
AAA Texas has been pushing for a statewide ban on texting while driving for the last 3 legislative sessions. It has not happened yet.
Now they will line the sign face onto the sheeting.
After work is done inside the sign shop, the crew moves to put the signs up.
Now we're just gonna put the bolts on, impact them in.
There will be 70 placed throughout Irving.
It's important not only to see these signs, but talk with the people that are in your car about them.
Good to go.
There is no text that is more important than your life or the lives of the passengers in your car or even the lives of everybody else out there on the roadway.
By the way, you saw him in action in that story. The city's sign shop makes about 3,500 signs each year. It is part of Irving's traffic division. Find the link to that story on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/the City of Irving. Then you can post it on your own Facebook timeline. People who ride DART will want to check the schedules. That's because service changes start March 14th. A number of bus routes will have new timetables. DART says this is to improve ridership and on-time performance. One change will be of special note to people who work in or visit Las Colinas. Bus Route 503, which served the Urban Center Station and the Irving Convention Center, will be discontinued because of low ridership. DART says updated schedules for all of the other routes will be at DART.org. Irving voters will decide 3 city council races in May. With the filing period over, we now have the list of candidates running. Here they are in the order they will appear on the ballot. In place 1, it's attorney John Danish, the incumbent, and commercial real estate agent Lauren Byers. Running in place 2 are the incumbent Alan E. Meager from UPS Freight, community volunteer Shamima Mondal, and insurance agency owner Tom Spink. In place 7, it's Irving Cares volunteer coordinator Kyle Taylor and caregiver Emmanuel Lewis. Early voting runs April 25th through May 3rd. Election day is May 7th. The city secretary's office can answer election questions. That number is 972-721-2493. Now to a tribute to an Irving couple who have made a difference.
If there was ever an opportunity to help a child, the answer was always yes.
The competition field at Irving High School is now named for Dick and Jolene Lear. That's the field used for sub-varsity football and soccer games, along with some fine arts events. The Lears opened a Sonic on Pioneer Drive in 1974 and then added locations. As their business grew, so did their philanthropy. Among other causes, they supported schools, the Irving Chamber of Commerce, and worked with the city of Irving to upgrade parks.
Everything my father has always said, he goes, whatever we give, it's always going to come back so we can give more. And that's kind of been the basis of which he's operated. Even when he had only the bread truck, he would pick the kids up to take them down to the ballpark, even on the nights that we didn't play. And even as a child, that's when it kind of was put in my head that if there's a need and we can help solve that and make it go away, that's our duty and that's our calling.
The Lears also established a scholarship fund. So that was at Irving High School, and we're actually hitting all of the big Irving ISD high schools today. Next stop, MacArthur High for the opening of a new store. Irving City Council members were among those turning out for the grand opening. And as Susan Kamyab shows us, the store comes with some important lessons.
It's a big day for MacArthur High School.
We're celebrating the grand opening of the Cardinal Claw, which is a totally student-based enterprise.
This is a grand celebration for us.
It's one of the few totally student-developed and student-run school stores in the state.
But it's an even bigger day for DECA President Kimberly Collins.
This might be silly, but I've always dreamt of cutting like a ribbon and I got to do it, so that was pretty exciting.
DECA focuses on marketing and business management skills. Kimberly, along with other DECA members and student organizations, were involved in every step of the process for the opening of the new store.
We had different chapters of the CTE program, like architecture, helping actually build the store, and hospitality here, serving hors d'oeuvres, and the marketing just rounded up all the shirts from all the different organizations and just helped make it look presentable.
I think it's a fabulous store. I don't know if you've been in there yet or not, but it's designed and laid out just like you would find in any kind of retail store.
The Cardinal Claw will be open daily during the school's 3 lunch periods between 11:15 a.m. and 12:55 p.m. Concessions, school supplies, and a variety of MacArthur gear will be sold, including t-shirts and sweatshirts from different clubs. But this experience is about more than just raising money.
I think the best way to prepare students for life after high school is by doing it during high school. And so this gives kids an opportunity to really be involved in the total start to finish, if you will, of setting up an enterprise, a business, and actually trying to see what it takes to make a living.
And this project has already begun benefiting these students for their future careers.
Definitely with networking, just knowing people and how it helps you.
I honestly had no idea what I wanted to major in coming into high school because I'm a junior. And so then getting to experience this, the opening of the business, planning what to sell in the business really has helped me pursue, I guess, the marketing industry and the business industry, and I want to study that when I go to college.
As students profit from their involvement of Cardinal Claw, they're also promoting school spirit.
I just hope that this store grows, and I just can't wait to see where MacArthur goes in the future years.
Keeping MacArthur pride alive. Susan Kamyab for City Source.
Tax time is no fun time for most people, but some filers are finding help in an unlikely place. Take a look.
I'm 16 years old and I'm a junior here at Nimitz.
She may not fit the profile of most tax preparers, but that's just what Adriana Mascaro is here to do.
They always ask, like, how old are you? And they're like, wow, I can't believe that you can do this. I'm like,
she's one of about 24 Nimitz high school students trained to help people with their tax returns.
They take the same training that most tax preparers would take at any of these smaller tax return offices.
You actually become a certified tax assistant.
The students offer their help for free to people with incomes below $65,000. It happens each Saturday until the tax deadline.
You help people. It's cool to help.
The students are volunteers. They get needed community service hours and valuable experience.
I hope they develop an understanding of how the tax system works, why we are taxed, and where those taxes go.
The tax law is so huge, so they tell us, they're like, don't practice on memorizing, practice on like knowing where to find the information.
The people getting their taxes prepared can e-file on the spot or choose to take it for further review.
If you just want to know how much or what you think it's going to be and then take it to someone else, you're welcome to do that. Coming out gives our students here some experience, and that's what we're really after.
But for the people filing, they're after something else.
They're always wanting, like, how can I make my refund bigger?
No matter the ultimate outcome, these young people are happy to put their skills to work.
People are so nice and they're like so thankful of you, and you feel really good helping somebody.
The help is available without an appointment each Saturday until the tax deadline, all at Nimitz High School. This is the 13th year for the tax program. Keep Irving Beautiful is inviting people and groups to sign up for the Don't Mess with Texas Trash Off. This year's event will take place at Trinity View Park on Saturday, April 9th at 9 a.m. KIB provides the supplies, and there will even be lunch and prizes. Sign up at cityofirving.org/KIB and look for Don't Mess with Texas on the left. Residents can learn how to save water and money as part of Fix a Leak Week. All Home Depot stores in North Texas will offer workshops on Saturday, March 19th from 10 a.m. until noon. Reps from Irving Water Utilities will also be on hand to answer questions at the Home Depot locations in Irving. Colorful and creative lighting along with electronic dance music made the exhibit hall at the Irving Convention Center look and sound like it never has before. Check out the fun we had at Electrofest. It's the music, moves, and lights that can really pump up a crowd. This is Electrofest at the Irving Convention Center, a celebration of EDM, or electronic dance music. We know EDM is best when blasted, so we stopped by during setup to learn more about what goes into this show.
And you want to know everything. How much electricity? A lot of electricity will be used. Oh yeah.
Mike Stitz owns Cool Pony Records, which features electronic dance music from local artists. After seeing the surging worldwide popularity of EDM,
yeah, it's huge,
and the absolutely massive crowds drawn to festivals, his company is looking to create its own new market, showcasing more live singers and making the event open to kids.
A lot of the younger people are like, well, we love that style, we're into it, but it's like, the majority of the events are 18 and over, so we thought, why can't we create something that everybody can come to that's a blast and have fun with?
I think it's really great. I teach dance, so stuff like this I really enjoy being a part of, and it kind of takes me back to my clubbing days.
And I just want to see people being able to connect and have fun. That's kind of what I do.
Reagan Strand showed off some of his moves for us. He was born in North Texas, then went on to dance in some Chris Brown videos and compete on America's Got Talent. Now he's back in North Texas and hopes to inspire younger performers.
As a dancer and just in the entertainment world, I would have loved to have been a part of those things just to stimulate my brain and to go be a part of that, but it couldn't. Why not create a really cool event that's just cool for everyone to come to?
This is another one of those great first-time events.
Even though this exhibit hall was not designed with the acoustics of a concert hall, the Convention and Visitors Bureau finds that it works.
I think music and a lot of times the entertainment itself has just changed enough in the last 5 years that this is kind of the right kind of space for certain kinds of groups.
Sound-wise, it's great, the location is great, and it's just a cool building.
That's pretty good.
Electrofest was among the first events to showcase one of the building's new features.
We have our disco lights on, our cool new LED lights outside that are programmable and can change colors.
They are purple outside on this night, and back inside, every color you can imagine, in line with much larger festivals. Though Electrofest is not trying to compete with those, it's looking to create a new space in the EDM market.
Why can't we have an alternate to that? It's something it is a great, and still just completely smash your head to the wall with fun music and lights and everything.
They're all an art. Music's an art, dance is an art, lighting, the sound, it's all an art form. So when you combine all of them to create one crazy mega show, the idea behind that is to leave everybody speechless.
Here's what else is coming up at the Convention Center. March 11th and 12th, it's the Bluebonnet Brew-Off. Also that weekend, the DFW Golf Show returns. And March 23rd through 26th, the robotics event called First will be back. It's a fun, loud competition involving some smart young people. And April 1st through 3rd, DFW Fiberfest is back. Find ticket prices and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. And with that, it's time to head out to the Animal Care Campus. Intern JP has our Pets of the Week.
All right, thanks, Thomas. We're here at the Animal Care Campus with Marissa, and what's this guy's name?
This is Romeo.
What breed is Romeo?
Romeo is an American Pit Bull Terrier.
Now, can you tell me, some of his characteristics, his personality traits?
Very busy. He likes to have fun. He's really sweet. Knows a lot of commands.
Is he relatively calm? I see he's pretty calm right now.
Yeah, he's really sweet. He's awesome to be around. And he loves to give kisses.
All right, now moving on to a smaller dog. Who do we have here?
This is Darlin.
Darlin, and what breed is Darlin?
She's American Pit Bull.
American Pit Bull, and what's her personality like?
Energetic, Very fun, loving, loves to play, likes to jump around.
All right, and who is this little friendly cat here?
This is Cleo. She's 4 years old.
What kind of a family setting would be best for Cleo?
Any type of family, like big, small.
All right, coming up, we have a big adoption event, Mutt Madness. Score big with $16 adoptions. You can adopt any pet, any size, from 10 to 5 p.m., Saturday, March 12th.
All right, thanks a lot, JP. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on the screen. Girls are getting tips on building their careers and confidence. On the next City Source, we take you to the Imagine You conference. Also, a former Dallas Cowboy is joining in the national kickoff of a new program, and it's all happening at the Salvation Army in Irving. And we preview the North Texas Teen Book Festival. Last year's turnout was bigger than anyone expected, so find out what this year holds. All that and more next time. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more from Electrofest at the Irving Convention Center. Thanks to everyone who is a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.